I created this program in order to empower people so they can find employment and have a source of income in their lives. This program, anyone can learn how to cut hair. This program is geared towards all individuals in the community from the age of 17 to 99. The reason why I created this program, not only to mentor people, but as a platform to mentor and empowerment, but also as a positive tool in the community, as a resource, so people can have an outlet instead of, not everyone's going to be a basketball player, not everyone's going to graduate from college, not everyone's going to be an auto mechanic. So for all the barbers out there, or the potential barbers, this is the reason why I created this program, and I invite everyone to come to this program. In case you have a round neck strips, you can always put the whole point is that you don't want the neck to just cause contact with clients' neck. Alright. Okay, now, so what we want to do is just take a little bit off, even it out.
Yeah, usually I take like, it's called a 3.
Oh, okay. Number 3. Okay. So, one of the things that we stress in this course is very important is sanitation, hygiene. This is a very important tool in this class and in this course. This clipper side is, I created a test based on the sanitation. I have a sanitation test here and a sterilization test. Bacteria, pathogens that can be found in the barbershop. So the first thing that I do when the student comes to the class is we learn sterilization. We learn how to disinfect the clippers, we learn how to properly clean the tools, we learn how to clean the scissors, how to disinfect the razors, and all sterilization techniques. Always be in the habit when you spray, 2 things. Down, right? Because you don't want the liquid to get in the machine, so you want to point it down and away from the customer. Okay? After every cut, spray the clippers. Because you don't want to transfer anything from one person to another. Always a comb in one hand. Always comb the hair out before you begin. This way you can have a good visual and see which way the hair is going. So, I have it all the way closed. I'm going to open it up because I realize that that's not really what I want. And I'm going to go inside. And this is what he wants.
He wants the 3.
Yes.
Now the 3 he will go against and with?
No, just against, because you see I tried to go with it and it wasn't really effective.
Okay, so you're going 3 against.
So to be more effective, I'll go with the 3 against, right? And you could go over it as many times as you want because you're not making it lower, you're just making it easier. Sometimes if you cut people's hair and you keep going over it, hey, don't make it go any lower, but you're not because the guard doesn't allow it to be lower. It's just becoming more even.
How long does it take people to become a professional barber?
Approximately, there's a few paths to the master barber, but the most likely path would be a 2-year apprenticeship. Costs nothing at all, but the application is $50, and you can come out of this program and become an apprentice barber once you leave this program and work in any barbershop. This program will make you employable for any barbershop.
Are there jobs available?
There's jobs available. Actually, I have a large network of barbershops that I'm in touch with. So upon graduation from this program, I could place these guys in shops that fit. I took him to a shop. He's about to graduate soon. And I have him, his chair ready. He's one of my graduates. He works in my shop right now. And these guys I'm working on right now.
You know, are the salaries, you know...
Usually barbers rent chairs, or they will work on a 60-40 commission, where they will get 60% of the haircut money, every haircut. For instance, if they cut a hair for $10, they would give the shop $4, keep 6 for themselves. And that's they'll keep their tips. Yes. So every barbershop works differently.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, everyone works differently. In my case, I rent chairs out in my shop.
So how much could a typical person make a day?
You know what? You can make up to $300 a day to $40 a day. So it ranges, and it depends on what day it is.
Right.
But in some way, it always works out. Truthfully, it always works out. So an average week, a barber could make about maybe $600 in an average week without really trying, as long as he's there. So we have a few ways to pay taxes. We have a Schedule C that we use, and we have a 1040, a self-employment, because we're self-employed. Actually, we're individual contractors. No apprentice barber is supposed to rent a station in the shop. The apprentice barber works for 2 years under the master barber in order to be able to take his practical examination. It takes about 2 years. There's only one part of the written test of becoming a master barber, which is a written part. It's a very, very simple test, about 20 questions, and it's a disease, a course disease on contagious diseases and transmission of contagious diseases. The course costs $60, and once you complete that course and that test, you receive a certificate, which is good for life. The reason why I'm promoting this barber program is because there's only 3 barber schools in the whole state of New York.
So the community center is really providing a real service that that's really needed in this area.
That is exactly right. That is correct. Once they embraced the program, it allowed me the opportunity not only to teach people how to cut hair, but to empower themselves, to learn a skill, and to be better people in the community, to employ themselves.
And to become entrepreneurs.
I always tell them that this is the beginning. With these tools, this is the beginning of your own business, of being your own entrepreneur. You can walk around in the street, put a sign around your neck, say barber. Everybody's going to want a haircut at some point. You can go to the group homes, go to the nursing homes, go to the hospitals, tell them you cut hair, get a contract.
I may not need a haircut in 10 years the way my hair is going.
So basically, I took it all down. Now you see around the edges, I want to clean that up a little bit, right? So what I'm going to do is just up a little bit with it.
Use a different guard?
A different guard, a smaller guard, just a little smaller. Just to give them a more distinguished kind of look.
All distinguished?
Yes, distinguished child supervisor.
All right?
What made the students sign up for this program?
Yeah, what made you guys sign up for the program?
I was actually referred, and I thought it was a good idea. I'm actually taking another course in the state of Connecticut for cosmetology. The cosmetology is different from barber. The exams are different.
How did I do?
I just wanted to be a barber, so I just signed up.
Just a different outlook. Just something plan B. Always need plan B.
And me, well, what it was with me, I had a lot of trouble finding employment because I have a criminal history, and barbers don't really discriminate against you having a past. So this is an easy way for me to earn money.
Get another chance.
Another chance, right.
And become productive in society.
Exactly.
That's great.
That's great.
See the wonderful stuff we do at this center, Paul?
This is really great. This is really what the community center is about.
Right.
Giving
exactly.
people opportunities and second chances.
Exactly.
And first chances. This is sort of a follow-up to our ACE mentoring program for architects and engineers at the Central 7 School District, Bloomberg Woodlands.
Wow.
Where we're mentoring architects and engineers, but you know, everybody has different skills, and you know, some people are good at being architects, others are lawyers. Politicians don't need any training. You don't have to go to school for my job. I think this is a really exciting initiative. You know, I'm really thrilled with it.
This is just the beginning. We just getting it off the ground. It's
Right.
going to grow.
Right.
Once the word of mouth get out, once we do a little advertising, it's going to come up. Yeah.
My family's really excited that I took this course. And
Hey, Paul.
I've told everyone's like, that's a great opportunity for you. Just continue with it.
I teach a straight razor course where I have students use the straight razor and the proper way to hold the straight razor, is what I teach. The proper way to hold a straight razor, the proper way to hold the scissors. We shave blooms. I put shaving cream on the bloom and I teach the student the proper strokes that's necessary to shave the bloom without busting the bloom. It's very important that the bloom does not bust. So I listen for the bloom to bust. So far, no blooms have been bust. It's a completely safe course. There's no danger in learning how to cut hair. Anyone can learn how to cut hair. And this is what giving me the drive me to do it. So Mr. Malone comes to the shop, straight razor shave every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then, all that mustache and beard, it must be every now and then.
He's been coming for a while.
You get an outline, I guess.
No, he cuts it down.
Oh, he cuts it down, okay.
Right.
I never take it off.
That's what I'm saying. I don't ever remember you not having it.
Never take it off, right. Slow down with it.
When what you were mentioning, the cleanliness, the importance of it.
Yes, we have tests. So I have tests that I give the guys. I give the guys 5 tests here during the course of this program. The tests are sanitation tests, a sterilization test, a bacteria test, a fade test, and equipment test. That's the written part of this program for me. Every time we leave, I give them a study sheet. They study the sheet. They come back and take a test. So every session we have tests as well.
What's the importance of when people go to barbers or hairstylists of making sure that they clean the...
Yes, very, very, very important. So the first, this is why I mentioned it, the first test that I give to every student is a sanitation test. It's very important that they understand the safety and sanitation of barbering.
What happens if you go to a barber and they don't they're not clean?
It could be really bad because there are a bunch of pathogens that are very, very destructive to the scalp. And so in this class, I try to stress the importance of this right here. My last note too. Let me see how to go get the toilet paper. I don't have the resources. But
that's about $2 So
we use the clipicide, which is a multifunctional product. This cleans the clippers, it lubricates the clippers, it cools off the clippers, and I live by this. I love this stuff. So this is the whole class within itself.